Hey, what's up guys? This is Vikas once again back with another tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create the 4-step infographics like this. As you can see here, I have created 4-step infographics and the structure is just like a tree, and the main thing we have to create a leaf-like structure, and when we duplicate it 4 times the infographics will be completed. So before I start creating it, I just want to request you guys, if you're new on this channel and watching this video first time, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we upload new videos. So without wasting our time, let's get started guys. So put here a blank slide and right click here, format background, and choose gradient fill. So go to the insert and click on shape and choose the oval shape option. Just press Ctrl and Shift together and drag it outward like this to make a circle. So go to the shape outline and make it no outline. For now I'm going to change the shape fill option and choose the color to this. Again go to the insert option, choose a rectangle from the shape option and make a rectangle like this. Go to the shape outline and make it no outline. Just put this rectangle over the circle at the center horizontally. Again press Ctrl D to duplicate it and rotate it 90 degree right. Again drag it over here over the circle so that it will be placed centrally to the circle. Now I'm going to press Ctrl and A to select all the shape and go to the format option, and inside the format option you will find the merge shape option. Just click on that and choose fragment option from here. Now this all shape has been fragmented in different parts. So what you will have to do is you just have to select these shapes and press delete from the keyboard. Now do it vertically, just select it like this and press delete from the keyboard. Now you have four different shape available here. So I'm just going to drag it over here, the first one and the last one like this. Now you can see the gap between these two shapes. So for filling it, I'm going to select the rectangle from the shape option. Go to the shape, select rectangle and drag it like this. Make it no outline and place it like this. Slightly adjust. I'm going to slightly zoom in so that I can see it clearly. Okay, now fine. Just press Ctrl and A to select all. But before pressing Ctrl and A, you just have to click these two shapes. So I'm going to select it and press delete button to delete it. Now Ctrl A to select all these shapes. Go to the format option and choose union inside the merge shape option. Now it's done. Now this shape is ready now. Now we have to duplicate it. So I'm going to press Ctrl D to duplicate it and press Ctrl and Shift together and drag it outward to make it larger, a little bit larger like this. Okay, so go to the arrange option, choose rotate flip vertically from the rotate option. So now what you have to do is you just have to select the bigger one and press Ctrl D again to duplicate it. Now go to the format option, choose the shape fill to the black or whatever you want to differentiate these two ones. Okay, so you can choose whatever you want. Now it's time to place this shape over the first one, but before putting it over the first one, I'm going to press Ctrl and Shift together and drag it inward to make it smaller like this. Okay, now put it here and go to the rotate option, more rotation option, and rotate it like this. 2 degree rotation should be 2 degree for now, and just drag it over here, drag it this shape over here. Before this I'm going to zoom in so that I can clearly see the edges of these shapes. So here, You just have to make a little bit adjustment here, so it will take some time, but you have to do it very carefully. So you can see here I have set the rotation to 3 degree, and now the final adjustment is done now, and the shape will look like this. So you'll have to make this type of adjustment here. So the basic shape is ready right now. What we'll have to do next, we just have to fill the color in these shapes. So I'm going to copy this color sample from here by pressing Ctrl and C, and paste it over here on this slide to use it. Paste it over here. Now for this, I'm going to fill some color in that. So I'm going to gradient option, go to the fill and choose the gradient fill option. The first handle is set here, so I'm going to select eyedropper from the color option and choose this one. So for the right handle, right side, I'm going to select again eyedropper option and choose this particular color from the color sample. So I'm going to do the same with the bigger shape. So just select it over here and go to the fill option. Inside fill, go to the gradient fill option, and again I'm going to make some adjustment, like darker color should be this side and lighter color should be this side. As you can see here, the darker color is on the top and the lighter pink is in the bottom. So I'm going to change the angle of this to this. So I'm going to select this black shape and I'm going to fill the gradient here. So first you have to choose the linear gradient, and the direction should be left to right like this. You select all the shapes and press Ctrl Z to group it. Press Ctrl and Shift together and drag it inward to make it smaller like this. Make it little bit larger like this one. Press Ctrl D to duplicate it like this, and again going to select all these two shapes and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Just go to the arrange option and choose the rotate option, and in this rotate option you will find the flip horizontal option in the bottom. So flip it horizontally and drag it over here. So I'm going to select all these shapes and drag it on the top. Now it's time to add the different gradient option in the different field. So our shape is ready right now. So what we'll have to do is go to the insert option and choose the oval shape option again. Press Ctrl Shift and drag it over here like this. So make the shape fill option no fill, and the shape outline option, go to the weight and make a little bit width to 3pd. Okay, so the shape outline field should be this one. Okay, I'm going to select some lighter color like this one. Again, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, but for this circle I'm going to select the shape field. Shape field I'm going to select the gradient field, and the outline will be no outline for this one, second circle. But the gradient is not like this. I'm going to select this gradient for this one. So just select the second circle and choose the gradient option. I'm going to select this one, and for the right handle I'm going to select this shape. I'm going to select the direction. First I have to change the type of this gradient, like radial, and the direction should be spot dot in the middle like this. So I'm going to select the handle. I'm going to alternate these two handles to get a desired effect like this. So press Ctrl and Shift together and make it a little bit smaller. Before doing this, I'm going to zoom in. So press Ctrl and Shift together and drag it inward to make it a little bit smaller like this. Okay, so I'm going to select these two shapes and press Ctrl G to group it. Just zoom out from here and press Ctrl and Shift and make it smaller like this. Just zoom out. So now the shape is ready. Now it's time to add some icons. So I'm going to copy these shapes and paste it over here. Control V. Make it ungroup. Just press right click and make it ungroup. Sorry. Adjust the text here on the gray side and put the number here, and I'm going to use the another icon for this 3-1. So press right click and ungroup it and delete this icon. I'm going to use these icons which I have already used in previous slide. So just copy these three icons from here and paste it over here on our new slide like this. So I will slightly adjust these two icons like this. Now it's time to change the font of the icon. So I will show you which type of font I have used in this particular infographic. So as you can see, I have used a Square 720. So this particular icon you should use. It will give a pleasant look in your infographic. So, and also change the steps here. So I'm going to make it 3, and this is the step 4. Now you have to change the feel of these shapes. For this you just choose this one, and for this I'm going to choose a green one. Same you have to do with the third dot. So I'm going to choose, this is for blue circle, blue shapes. So I'm going to select the lighter blue, and for the left handle I'm going to select the darker blue from here. Yeah, so the final this one, so I'm going to select the pink from here, and for left one I'm going to select the blue from here. Not this blue, but this is how you can create a 4-step infographics very easily and efficiently. So this is the part 1, and from today I will create 2 videos on each particular infographics, and these 2 videos contains, the first videos will be show you how to create the shapes and the infographics, and the second video is totally dedicated to its animation part. So the second video is very important, and don't worry, I will definitely create the second tutorial, second part, so that you just have got the ideas of using animation tab in PowerPoint. So the second video is going to be more interesting, guys. So if you don't want to miss it, then please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification whenever we upload the videos. So these are the animation, these are the step infographics, these are the PowerPoint stubs I have created on this particular channel, this PowerPoint channel. It will take day and night to create a single infographics template, and I'm providing it free for my viewers and subscribers so that they can use it in their project and get benefited from that. Also, I'm explaining each and everything so that you can create it by your own very easily and efficiently. So it will take a lot of time, guys. So if you want to rate my work, then please subscribe my channel. It will not cost a single rupees. You just have to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. So I hope you will do it from me, and this is a big support from you guys if you do this. So that's all for today, guys. See you in the next tutorial, and till now bye, and thank you very much for watching this video.